Welcome back, anglers. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Call of the Wild, the Angler. So, today we're still working on some of the bronze challenges inside the journal here for Emerald Plateau. Once these bronze ones are taken care of, we basically cover the majority of, or well, 90% of all the bronze ones to be done. There is still the issue of the Ruby Range River Challenge, or Ruby River Range Photo Challenge that was not giving us credit for whatever reason. And it's been commented in the comments a fair bit about there are, like, daily challenges or stuff you can do for the game. Yes, but you need to create an Apex Connect account to get access to them. I'm not going to be making an account. I don't see any merit to having an account with them for it. And if it's that it makes the Angler easier to play because you get, like, better experience gains for, like, the weekly and daily challenges, it feels like kind of a scummy thing to hide behind. You have to have an account with us, as well as already having bought the full game too. So I'm not going to be making an account with them. I'm just going to go through the challenges and that. I'm sure there's going to be people saying, well, it's just an account, why don't you do it? It's because I don't want to share my data for something that is just more for their benefit. That doesn't really need to be a thing in the game. Like, it feels weird to have an entire part of the game just cut off from you for not having an account with this Apex Connect. That, truth be told, I don't know what else it would really offer for you. Like, there's already Steam and everything, so I don't see why you would need that for multiplayer in any regard. It's just an odd thing I found for myself. So, again, I'm not going to be going for that. Let's see, everything here is alright. So we were going after, I think it's a bronze rank golden trout, that's right. So we'll try with the rods, see if we can get any more luck here for it. And try to clear this out. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, hopefully just to stop the comments coming in, trying to say like, oh, they're the daily and weekly challenges, they're right beside the map thing. I've known it's there, I've known it's been there for a while, it's just, again, I'm not going to sign up for an Apex Connect account for it. It'd be different if there was a little more merit besides opening up what feels like should be an already included thing for the game, but it doesn't really feel like it fulfills any point to me for having an account. It's something where, again, it just doesn't feel like it merits that, so I'm going to put it at that. There'll be arguments back and forth for get an account, don't get account, etc. It's not something I'm going to be swayed on. It's something that I'm just going to be holding firm, and I'm just not going to get an account for it, and I'm just going to keep playing the Angler through the challenge stuff and see how it goes. Because, truth be told, with how the Angler has been throughout its, like, I want to say development, but truth be told, they didn't do it how I think they probably should have done the Angler. They probably could have had a lot more damage control for itself if they had released it into early access on the initial Steam release. And then if they decided to slowly change and bring stuff along, at least then there would have been a little more understanding to it. But when the Angler released first on PC, it really did not do itself any favors. There are still aspects of it that I feel like do need to be changed, even from its like first launch, like the no weight control day or night. But it's hard to say how things will go. Another thing that I think was also a bit strange when it came to Call of the Wild, the Angler, is I was going through, like, the Steam discussions. There were some people who were kind of like the same boat of, okay, mountain whitefish, we're not really after that, who were the same boat of, I don't see why I need to have an account in order to just get these things. And they said it was because the Angler was a live service game. Nothing about the Angler to me screams like live service. It doesn't feel like it's being in constant development. It doesn't feel like there's constantly new additions put to it. It doesn't feel like balance is constantly being worked at. I don't think that's a right description for what the Angler is for a game, is to call it live service. Okay, let me just check again. Yeah, so spoon, cheese, marshmallow, what else? They do go after spinner, so you know what? Maybe I'll try going back to the spinner setup for this. Because, yeah, I've been having a little bit of troubles. We'll go for that. No, that's better. And, yeah, just said spinners. You know what? Let me try hook size of a 10. I don't know if the golden trout need a larger hook size and we just haven't been getting that yet, or what's going on here? We'll just give this a few casts and see if we can get lucky for what we need here. Nope. Well, that could have been a golden trout jumping right there. But when I think of a live service game, I think of something that's more in steady development. There's changes, bug fixes, stuff constantly worked on for it. Live service games, I'd probably kind of lean towards something more, say... I hate to use it, but Fortnite would probably be one. At least I think Fortnite. Truth be told, it's been, like, years since I ever checked out anything with that game, but... something where it feels like there are, like, seasons to it. There's constant live changes always on. There's always service being done live to the game. The Angler has been one that has not really fulfilled that, in my opinion. Like, I would say Russian Fishing 4 is one I would call live service as a game. Because it does have, like, weekly servers changes, stuff like that. And it feels like it is, like, more online all the time. Where a live service game, usually that's how they come across. Okay, so, that's a juvenile golden trout. So we at least know the spinners will work. It's just that I need to get a larger size spinner. Oh, I don't know if a hook size 7 will be too big. But we'll give it a shot and see. I feel like I need a... oh. I might need a hook size of 9 or 8. And again, this then poses a problem. There's no close storage spot for this. I have to fast travel back to the main hub, talk to the person at the shop, go into our storage, swap it out, and then go from there. Now, we'll see what we got here. This might be another cutthroat, because I think we were catching cutthroats pretty steadily in this pond, too. Yeah, it's got bright red to it, so I'm guessing this is a cutthroat. Yeah, I mean, there's a bronze of that. But I don't know if I'd be able to catch a silver golden trout in this pond or not. I'll keep trying here, because at least we are starting to get fish in. But I'm trying to think of how long I want to stick to Call of the Wild the Angler. Like, I want to try to get through all the bronze challenges. I'm not sure if I will go through and complete all of the silver ones as well. I think it all really depends on how it feels like to go through the grind the game has to itself. Because, like, if it is something where the daily and weekly stuff for this game is so mandatory to really level up through it without being a hard grind, it might be better, instead of, like, dwelling on it, showcase other fishing games and let people know there are more options out there. Well, that's not too bad of a catch, is it? Silver-sized cutthroat. I'll toss you back in. And I'm going to work a little bit more down this way. Like, truth be told, with how this rod is leveling up, I'm thinking I also got a comment suggesting that I do look towards the more rod and reel upgrades first over, like, the tackle box. So I think I am going to take that route so that we can get larger species of fish in. It will be, though, just trying to figure out, like, which aspect of the tackle box do I decide to really slim down on stuff with. Okay, actually, you know what? Let me change the rod a little bit, because I'm going to go float fishing. We'll just do this as all normal. I'm going to go for a hook size of 9, though, with the cheese. Alright, that's only that. Oh, I do have marshmallow. I didn't think I did. Well, this... okay, I apologize for the voice break there. Don't know what happened there. But this might be what we were lacking for getting the golden trout we need. I didn't think I had access to marshmallow bait yet, or it was still in the shop. But with that, available, we should be able to get the trout in hopefully just a little bit of time. Because we know that we caught a juvenile on hook size of 10, so that's probably where they start. So then bronze are probably 9, silver might be 8, gold 6. If they do have a diamond class, maybe 5 for the hook size? Not 100% sure, but that was kind of how the old angler worked. Whether it still holds that firm to it or not, I'm not 100% sure. But we'll just try on those old patterns and see if they hold up. So all we can really do is just wait out, see if anything does go for that. No, well, seems like this place has a lot of cutthroat to it. And hopefully there are a few golden trout just in between them. Yeah, once we get this one, there's another challenge just a little bit up the road we'll try to do. And because I did load the game up, it means we do not have the Jeep from last episode sitting around here for easy moving. So more than likely I will probably have to fast travel to a trailhead and pick up a new vehicle for some of our driving. Okay, I'm going to bring that in because I feel like that was enough time sitting out there for something to have gone for it. And I'm going to... Let me just try the default C. I don't know how much impact the depth has for the float. But maybe just going for like complete defaults will give us better odds. But I think when it came to like the wilderness weekends and the fishing games that I was doing for, or had planned, I think there's still one more fishing game I have that we've yet to do. Like, I will say the angler has improved in a lot of areas it needed to. It still does have room to improve, though. But overall, it's in a state where I would recommend it over how the initial release for this game was. Because that was in a very poor state to begin with. And what do we got? Another mountain whitefish. I'm getting kind of sick of these guys. Let me just see if there's anything more in the handbook that kind of says. Shallow pond and deep pond. Doesn't really give me too much aside from like some of the sizing they can get to and a little bit about their like If it does say deep pond though, I am kind of thinking maybe I should go back to bottom fishing. But what we'll do is we'll use the 9 and the marshmallow for it. There we go. It's landed on the bottom, so we just got to give it a little bit of time and see. But my next step up for gear is definitely going to probably be a spinning rod. Like, the bottom fitting one has been pretty helpful, and I do admit it's a nice addition for the game. But I don't think it's going to be the first one we'll want to, or we'll be trying to upgrade it compared to, like, the other options that a better spinning rod will allow for us to get. But again, it's just... there are a few things that feel like they are pretty limiting at times. Like the tackle box being the size it is does make it a little more difficult because I don't know, even if I free up tackle box spots, it feels like they do have hard caps of how many of so many gear type you can have in the tackle box, despite more like open inventory space. Like I might try that when we do have to go back to go through storage, is see if I take everything out, could I add more hook sizes, even if there were only like say 5 or 6 hook size slots to the tackle box. Oh, come on. Okay, one thing that I'm seeing is a little weird is we're actually gaining depth. Well, I shouldn't say gaining depth. We're losing depth and, like, somehow getting closer to the surface with our setup. It's like, how does that make sense? Gravity's supposed to keep pulling it down, so is the marshmallow, like, getting more buoyant as it's in there? It's just a little weird. Yeah, like, how are we... I know it's not a lot of, like, distance gained. We went from, like, 7.1 meters up to 6.8. But it's still... How is this going upwards in the water table? And now here's also the thing of, how long do you leave it sitting there before you decide, okay, that's long enough, nothing's going for it, I've got to try something else. Yeah, like, even if you could say, okay, well, there's a current in the water, how is the current scooping it and dragging it uphill when a bottom feeding rod is supposed to be so heavy it's keeping it sunk and held at the... There's some bizarre stuff going on here. Yeah, I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to try another spot because I really feel like it should not be this difficult to get the golden trout. Like, we haven't stepped foot into the water yet, so that shouldn't be a thing. We'll try here and see. I'm going to give it maybe one more cast, and if we can't get it after that, we're going to pack up and try for another one of the challenges. What irritates me isn't so much I'm not getting the target fish I'm after, but it's that there's no fish activity at all for trying, like, what we're doing for. Like, if... No, okay, well, there's at least something trying for it now. Hopefully we'll get lucky. This will be a golden trout of... As long as it's bigger than juvenile, I'll be happy. But yeah, the biggest thing is when you have no fish activity at all and just feels like it's a sitting waiting game for anything, rather than, okay, I'm just not getting the right fish, but at least I am catching fish. Come on, be what we're after. No, I think it's a mountain whitefish again. I keep getting so many of you annoying little guys. Okay, you know what? I am going to take us somewhere else, because I am sick and tired of this one. Yeah, that is actually... I mean, I don't have the vehicle I can call too easily from where we are, but... It should just be a little bit up the road and down the hill. So I'm hoping maybe I can just jog to it and it won't be that... Actually, I wonder. I know we can't go in super deep water, but do we have fall damage in the game? I don't know, and I'm kind of curious to check that. We'll find out. Okay, so you don't exactly have fall damage, but you do have... You cannot just free fall off of cliffs and that. So it's good to know, even if it is a little annoying for our... Am I floating? I feel like I'm not even, like, touching the rocks here. Like, now I think I'm back to them. Yeah, like... Okay, that was weird. I don't know if it's because, like, I respawned back in, I had that weird sort of float to ourselves, or it's just, like, that model for the rock was so off. Yeah, I'm just going to try to jog us to where we gotta go. It really shouldn't be that much further ahead. So yeah, just have to get there. And I mean, another thing about the game is the environment does look good, but it's just one of those, it feels so empty of purpose still. Like, you have the little things you can do reports for on the map, but it doesn't feel like they open anything up or gain you all that much. Like, it'd be different if, say, like, you complete a report challenge and you get a bit of bait or some credits, or... Like, you're at least getting a reward that feels tangible for putting the effort in to complete that stuff. If you don't, it doesn't really explain why you should do them at all. Or if they are worth trying to seek out to do. And again, with how big the world is, it'd be nice if you could do stuff like, say, you can find your own bait, you can dig up in certain spots and you will get free bait, so you don't have to spend your credits for it in the shop. Just some things like that. Okay, so... I think we actually have to take the left here, and it might be this bridge that is actually the location for this next one. And we have, speaking of report, there is that tree there we'll do. But yeah, like when I reported, I'm pretty sure you only get like a little bit of experience. That's really, really pathetic for its amount.
Well, you know, that
15.
last photo almost looks kind of cute, Buck. Shame they're vile, creepy, crawling evil to the squishy core. Just a quarter left and they're as good as gone.
Yeah, so that's almost done. So now I just need a bronze kokanee. Now, can I just be around the bridge? Okay, yeah, it looks like I will be able to get away with just, like, casting near it. So I was going to say, I think the railing and everything on that is a little too high to really be fishing off of. Well, what did I need for the kokanee again? Spinner, spoon, or crankbait. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I think we should be good. Oh, no, I want a... Yeah, do that, that, and we'll go for the size 7 spinner, because I'm pretty sure that's what we've used. And we'll just see if we can get lucky and anything does come and strike it while we do a few casts here. Some of these bronze rank challenges, like first cast or two, you immediately get the fish you're after. Others, it just feels like it takes forever. Oh, but I do like the amount of drag we're seeing from this one already. We almost do have, I think, this rod and reel up to level up. And that is what we're after, I believe. Yeah, there's a kokanee salmon. It's just a simple bronze, but we can release it. And that's complete. So, what other challenges do I still have to do here? I do also kind of wish there was a way to filter out by, like, region, rank type, etc. but it's just a list you have to go through. So, silver rank sturgeon, silver. That one we've been trying for, no luck. Silver, silver. Lots of silver strands. That's silver rank. That's gold rank. That's silver rank. There is that one to try to figure out where it is. I think that might actually... Yeah, so maybe that's the one we'll work at next. And my guess, it's probably right in here. So I think the fastest way to get there is to fast travel to this outpost, grab a vehicle, and then go for a drive back there. And you know what? Dude, I'm trying to think. Should I... Yeah, I'm going to get the drive in this episode, just so that way next episode we do have much more time fishing. Like, that is one of the aspects of the anglers, that you might spend more time driving around than you planned on. But I think all I really have to do is follow the main road, and I should come across the spot that the photo challenge is trying to describe. We'll see if this one is any more finicky than the one for the dam over here, or what's going on with it. No, I think I want to be... No. I mean, I didn't plan on finding this, but I guess we might as well cover it.
Hope you didn't get too close to any of them GPS stations. Them machines will make your brains run clean out the back of your skull, Buck.
Yeah, so if we follow this road, I think it'll eventually wind us up to where we gotta go. Actually, I should take a quick look at the map, make sure. Yeah, this is the main road. We're going the right direction. Okay, just gotta keep on going. Yeah, this is a little more bumpy than I think I was expecting. Okay, looks like it's going to be winding up this way again. Yeah, my guess is that area where it kind of looks like it does 8 on the map is where we've got to go to. It's probably also a trailhead as well for everything that's set up there. Just that'll take us a little bit of time reaching it. Might as well report this. I think there might only be like 1 or 2 more left after it, but... Yeah, see, 15 experience. That's really nothing in the big scheme of how much you need for your level ups now. I mean, maybe I am mistaken and there is like a bonus you get for completing a full thing. But the little steps don't kind of make me think it does add up to anything all that impressive. Actually, truth be told, that might... maybe not the one up there. Yeah, see, we got a few buildings, so more than likely, once we get towards the top of the road, or the hill here, we'll be where we're trying to get to. Yeah, this is it for sure.
Around these parts, you can see scars in the land, left behind by the bandits of Prosperity's Spring. This one here is a shaft stabbed deep in the soil by some suckers, scrabbling to make 2 cents to rub together, thinking they can go home to their families with a smile and a pocket full of silver looted from the land. Well, I can hardly blame them.
Oh, that's where I
Any
need to.
poor soul would stay poor after being sold that sham of a dream. You see, people don't make money. They just move it around. And although no end of it was getting moved out of Golden Ridge, it's the ones that already had the money that came out rich. There ain't any silver or gold in this hole no more. And there sure as hell ain't no dreams. Only ghosts now. And this pit is a grave. Here lies the American dream. Lived on the back of the land and those too poor to know any better. Rest in peace.
Okay, I thought this was the spot in question for the photo. But it might be this case again where it's... Oh, no, that was it, apparently. Okay, yeah, so next episode, we'll see about completing this little challenge and then go from there. But thank you guys for joining me on this episode of Call of the Wild the Angler. If you liked the video, be sure to give a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video episode, anglers and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy angling.